Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer. This is Ralph Phillips. How about them Buccaneers? What are we going to say about these guys? What? Are you serious? We're just setting records left and right. Some crazy records, some of them, but we're going to town, man. We're going to win no matter what it takes. No matter what it takes, we're going to win. And we're going to do it in the last second and give every fan out there a heart attack. That's the plan. That's the plan with the Buccaneers. They're working for the medical industry, giving us all coronaries. Yeah, so the Buccaneers ended up winning against the Seattle Seahawks 38-35. What's up, Rampage? What's up, man? How you doing, brother? How'd you like that game? That thing, tell you what, welcome to being a Buccaneers fan, right? How could anybody not love watching this team right now? It is just fun. Rookie of the year and MVP. I'll go with it, man. I will go with it. Igbuka definitely is in the lead for Rookie of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year for sure. But I can't think of anybody that's even close to him right now. Baker is MVP. You know, we'd have to win the Super Bowl and he'd have to light it up, man. They don't ever give Buccaneers recognition like that. It would be weird. So how weird would that be for the Buccaneers, a defensive-minded team since the beginning of the Buccaneers, basically, to have a quarterback as MVP? How wild would that be? Did Brady win MVP in the Super Bowl? Most likely. It's horrible that I have to ask. I have to ask these things. Yep, he sure did. Good grief, he's won five times. Well, that's the Super Bowl most valuable player. He probably didn't win that many MVPs for the year, though, did he? Victory Monday! Monday. Yes. So I was able to get half of the game film done today. This is great. I am absolutely loving the fact that they are getting this game film out so quick. Hats off to the NFL. Hats off to the NFL. I mean, we're getting it. I got it at 8 o'clock this morning. So that's, what, 14, 15 hours? Something like that? Since the end of the game. That's great. That's amazing. That's amazing. When they first started doing this, it'd be Wednesday a lot of times before we would get the game film. Kate, what's up? Kate, we should not have drafted a Igbuka. It was a horrible draft pick. We could use an edge rusher, though. I'm joking about it being a horrible draft pick. I questioned it. I definitely did. I mean, I was like, and then when I watched the game film, I was talking to Molly about this like all day yesterday. I was like, man, I am so glad I did not put out that video I was going to put out on Igbuka. There was a couple of things that are still true about it. Like, he can't block at all. But he surprised me. One of the things I was like, we don't expect circus catches out of him, and don't expect him to. He's more of a decoy than anything. He's gonna knock off the top, but he'll probably get some big passes every now and then. That sure as heck wasn't expected. I mean, he's winning. He's set a record. He's the first rookie to have a touchdown in all 5 games and have over 400 yards and something else. But he's setting records. So yeah, we got superstars on our team, yo. Without Baker, would be 0-5. Yeah, I agree with you. But we got him. And you know, what's up with Sam Darnold, man? When did he start becoming good? That shocks the mess out of me. That shocking. He played really good yesterday. He was throwing some darts. Darts. I mean, he had one pass. Jacob Parrish was draped on the wide receiver and on Cooper Kupp. And it was a third down, I want to say. And it was a beautiful pass by Darnold, beautiful catch by Cooper. It was like a fingertip grab, but it stuck to him like super glue. But it was beautiful coverage by Parrish, too. I was like, dang, that was nice. I mean, it wasn't nice that they got the catch in the first down, but it was nice to watch if you like to watch good quarterback play. Good catch by the wide receiver, too. It's one of those plays where everybody did excellent, you know? No, Rampage, I would never put that video out because I was of the opinion, I was like, man, I don't understand why they picked this guy. I really don't. What's up, Amazement? Baker, top 5 quarterback, no question. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, he's rookie of the year. Rookie of the year. Nobody's even close. I don't think. I'd have to go through the list, but I don't see anybody that's close, especially offensive. And I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. If anybody knows of a rookie that's doing as well or close to it, let me know. But yeah, Baker, man. I love me some Baker. He's a fun quarterback. Fun. He's Jameis Winston without the silliness. without the turnovers and without the running like what'd you call it, Molly? A baby elk? Or a baby giraffe, newborn giraffe. That's how Jameis Winston used to run. But, you know, Jameis Winston was fun. And I'm going to say this. Buccaneers have been a fun team to watch for a very long time. At least 6, 7 years. You know? I mean, when Jameis Winston came, he was exciting. He made every game exciting. I'll say this a gazillion times. If you're down by 50 points, Jameis Winston will make it exciting. He'll bring you back. If you're up by 50 points, Jameis Winston will make it exciting because he'll throw 6 pick sixes to let the other team come back. But Baker makes it exciting, man. You know, you never know with him. What is he going to do? We talked about the dynamic play calling with this offense. That still is not to the level, but with this game, we definitely saw more razzle dazzle. They had that one play, that behind the back toss to Shepard, I think it was. That was great. I loved that play. It was probably my favorite play of the game. It didn't go anywhere. We actually lost yardage, but I was just like, woo, razzle dazzle. Fun stuff. So yeah, if y'all got any plays you want to watch, let me know. I've got the all 22. We got the first half already done. I'm so proud of myself. It's been 2 weeks in a row. And I want to zip through these. Surprisingly, I don't have as many plays as I did marked off as I did last week, but I want to zip through these as fast as possible so we can be finished with this first half before the game comes on tonight. What time is the game? Was it last Thursday? I missed the first game. I didn't realize there was 2 games on. We're sitting here chatting away, and I was like, oh, it's 8 o'clock. I need to get off so I can watch the game. I go down there, and there was a game. The first game was already like halfway done. I was like, what? I think it was the Dolphins. How about the Dolphins? Letting the Panthers beat them. Man, the Dolphins are horrible. There's only one undefeated team left, or there's only one team with no wins, and that's the Jets, 0-5. And there's no undefeated teams. That's crazy this early in the season. Normally you got quite a few of both, but I mean, it's week 5. Week 5, and there's no undefeated teams. What was I looking up? I've done forgot now. Oh, when does the game come on tonight? It's Kansas City Chiefs, Jacksonville Jaguars, and It comes on 8:15. All right, we're good. We are good. Did y'all see Mark Sanchez? He got stabbed. And everybody was like, oh my gosh, he got robbed. To come to find out, no, he was getting lippy with a delivery driver, and the guy had to defend himself, so ended up stabbing Sanchez. Sanchez got arrested in the hospital. It's like, eek. Ugh. Okay, hold on. I'll get the chat here in just a second. I forget what I was going for. I'm trying to clear up some room here. All right. Well, we got Baker heard people complaining about the interceptions last year, and the chip on his shoulder means he'll never throw another one again. Craig, what's up, man? Oh, I tell you, amazement. Our edge rushers are driving me crazy. We're going to look at some of that on the All 22. Oh, gosh, man, come on, dudes. I'm kind of over all of them. Should have had 3 interceptions instead of 1. Yeah, that one that got called back because of the illegal hands on McCullum or somebody. I can't remember. It was Levante David's first interception. That was such a crappy call. That was horrible. Yeah. The penalty. Yep. Yeah, our defense is not designed to catch balls. We're just not very good at it. And we had a couple plays where we should have undercut 2 of them that I can think of right off my head that should have been pick sixes. But instead, one, McCullum slipped. He had it too, man. He had that undercut. And he didn't get a pass defense. And then the other one was, gosh, who was it? Tyke Smith, I think. Had the pick six, and instead he went for the pass defense. He actually twisted. It took him more effort to get the pass defense than if he would have just got the interception and ran down the field with it. It's weird. It's weird how our secondary plays. Yes, happy Victory Monday, Craig. What's up, man? That's what Baker's on pace for. 4,362 yards, 34 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. There we go. No, I did not see the video of Baker talking crap to the Seattle fans. You got to send me that, Molly. I'll put it on. Yeah, Craig, he has been much greater than my expectations for sure. And you're right, there really wasn't an edge rusher that was worth it. I mean, if he was, he would be in talks for Rookie of the Year, but he's not. It's a bouquet. Yeah, I think right now the consensus is he's Rookie of the Year. Rampage wanted Trask over Mayfield. Tom, what's up, man? I didn't see it. I did see a lot of Bucs fans there, and I saw Baker at some point during the game. He was walking off the field for a timeout or something, and he was doing like this, like he wanted them to get loud. And I was like, does he know he's in Seattle? But then it did get loud. I was like, oh, there must be a lot of Bucs fans there. The first game was garbage. Yeah. Oh, I'm right there with you, Rampage. I wanted edge rushers. What's up, Dino? Rampage, you know, I'm telling you, with that Ibuke, I watched game film on him, and I just didn't see anything special there. I mean, he's a crisp route runner. You know, nothing special. He's not going to juke you out. But, you know, he's just very consistent, and this is what I saw. He was very consistent and just did his job. He's willing. He's very willing. He's not a selfish wide receiver. He's very willing to sacrifice himself, you know, draw coverage, screen guys, you know, chip them, stuff like that. But I didn't see anything like what we're seeing on the field now. Yeah, I like Tez, man. He's kind of like Bucky Irvin. When he gets the ball, you're just like, is he gonna break one? Sanchez is getting sued. Boy, that was quick. Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. The video Sanchez ran right into the guy's backside in the alley. Not in a homo way either. It was butt fumble way. Oh, the face snap. Oh yeah. Did y'all see that with Kyler Murray? And he left the game like shortly thereafter. And I said it was he got a third degree pride strain. It was embarrassing. And it's like butt fumble level stuff. Let me see. How do you find your saved tweets? Because I saved that one. Bring a verified profile. That didn't work. More. Chat list bookmarks. There it is. We're horrible people. Okay. Yeah, here it is. That's as big as I can get it. Anyhow. Man, can I get it bigger? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I can. All right. Oh, no, I can't. Dang it. I do this. Nope. That didn't work. Or did it? Anyhow, here it is. Boom, right in his face. A snap hit him right in the face. Bam. I don't like Kyler Murray. I think he's a horrible quarterback. Booyah. That's a professional football player right there, yo. Oh. Oof. Joe, what's up, man? Yeah, it was great seeing Otten. He had some great plays too. Victory Monday. I'm going to say this, Amazement, and I'm going to stick to my guns on this. This is one thing about my Igbuke video I should have put out was he's not a good blocker. He is not a good blocker. Just I know the media put it out there that he was a good blocker, but he's not. He's actually very bad. I'd give him a D grade. That's something he needs to really work on. He's just not a physical guy. The MVP and the offensive rookie of the year I'm thinking just rookie of the year. You know, I can't think of anybody on defense that's as good. Yeah, we're going to look at all that. The interception play and if the helmet actually mattered. I don't think it did. I think it slowed it down. But we'll look at it. Too soon. Bowles losing his job to Grizzard. Yeah. Hey, there's something there with Bowles. I'm not going to call for his head. If he was a normal size quarterback, it would have hit him right in the chest. Molly was telling me about the presser for the Panthers. It was at the the opposing team was set up the podium and somebody got up there and said, "Can you see me? Because I'm 5'9". And Panthers quarterback was standing like off to the side. What's up, Matthew? Doing dishes and making dinner. All right, you gonna make enough for all of us? We're gonna watch them all 22 here in a minute, so I'll try to remember that you're not watching and you are listening. What's up, Zebra? Yes, I got the half of the game done already, so we're gonna look at it here in just a second. Kate wants to look at the interception. If anybody's got a play they want to look at, let me know. There's something there with Bowles, but not enough. Do we want Grissom to be head coach here or in Cincinnati? Yeah, right. Or Miami. Yeah. Yeah, probably Miami first. I don't know if he's going to make it through the season. And Canales, winning against Miami yesterday might have kept his job for another few more weeks. Okay, let's look at that interception. That was late in the game, fourth quarter. That was 58 seconds in the fourth quarter. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Okay. We get it from the opposite end zone here. Man, I wish I had that game film that had both end zone views. That's so wild. Y'all don't know how surprised I was when I found out that they had both end zone angles that you could get. I don't know why they only give us the one. I know there's two out there. Maybe every team, every stadium doesn't do it. Okay, let's look at it from both angles here. Levante is right here. Pretty sure this is the play. Yeah, no teams are undefeated, and there's only one team is he got hit too by whoever that is. Only one team is. Now, look, David was right there. David was right there. That was going to be an interception, or at least a pass defense. Now, it getting hit in the helmet did slow it down a little bit. But David was right there. I mean, Darnold had to throw it because, who is that? Is that 31? Whoever that is coming in, we'll look at it. 27? Let's look at it from this angle. I think that's 31 that came in for the pressure. Yep, that's 31. Okay. That's good coverage by David, man. He's right there. He's kind of got Cup a little bit. I can't tell if he's holding him a little bit right here. Kind of looks like it the way Cup jerks back, but oh, it looks like he gets tipped by Servassier too, right here. And then it hits Logan Hall in the helmet. But I'm going to say it was going to be defended at least. I think it did slow down. That helped David able to get it. But yeah, he's getting hit right here. It looks like Servassier gets a hand on it, fingertip, and then it hits Logan right in the helmet right here. Bam! So yeah, I think it was like a pinball. But that was great coverage by Levante there. Finally, some good news from Servassier. Yeah, well, don't watch this all 22. I'm getting ready to show you. Easily the best battle of the uniforms. Yes, I know. It talked me into, this game convinced me I'm going to get one of those helmets, and I'm going to get the white jersey. Got to do it. Uh, you want to see the one in the fourth where Reddick and David had miscommunication? Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, we'll look at it. Yeah, Reddick. You can see he yells, tells David to take the guy, but I don't know why Reddick gave it up. I mean, I guess he was playing zone and he had to stay on that side of the field. I don't know. Yeah, Matthew, it's something we go back and forth with with Bowles. I mean, he is very frustrating, but at the same time, it gets us to the playoffs. So I'm like, man, yeah, yeah, true, true, Rampage. That's what's going to happen too. But we're not going to have 10 years of garbage head coaches. No more. I don't want that no more. That's a good point too, Kate. Keep him around so he's a genius at hiring offensive coordinators. Okay, we're going to look at the Seattle touchdown in the fourth where let me see, that was 9:56, 9:53, I believe, in the right here. Oh, when Rashad got that touchdown, yeah, he did get he got a hands to the face on that one. Hey, what? I'm doing my live stream, sweetie. I can't eat right now. She come in to tell me it was dinner time. I'm sorry. I can't, sweetie. Y'all can't hear, but she's so cute. She going, please, please. Oh no, this wasn't it. Okay, this is not the play. Okay, I've got animals in here. Got my kid. It must be this one. No, this is too far off. Let me see. What are you doing, woman? Why are you letting these kids run free?
I just told her.
This is not it. What?
On the other side, it's like mirrored. Hey, everyone.
my my pregnant wife.
Come. All right. You gotta lock this door.
Okay, I'm trying to find this play. It must be here. So this was okay. This is the third quarter, right? Very end of the third quarter. Is it this play? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because here's Reddick. Here's Reddick. Yeah, yeah. See, he's yelling there. Riddick is yelling there for somebody to cover him. I don't know what David's doing. Now, why Riddick gave him up, I don't know. But yeah, we've got like four guys there covering grass. I mean, David doesn't really even move. He was just kind of standing there. So yeah, I'm gonna put that one on David. You could put it on quite a few people. You could say Riddick, dude, get out of your safety zone. Flow with your dude. Uh, Definitely David. He should have picked that up. Uh, McCollum, I don't know what he's doing back there. Mm, that's a shame. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Matthew. But we didn't have a 10 sack guy. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Since Lake's been here, well, he's never drafted a 10 sack guy. We got JPP, and he got. I want to say he was the first one to break the 10 sack issue that we had. And then Shaq Barrett came in and blew it out of the water with 19 and a half sacks. But both of those were free agents. Drafting, yeah, he can't draft edges for nothing. But again, how much I think Light works very closely with coaches, and he'll draft what the coaches want for the most part. So I put a lot of blame on, it was like when Lovie Smith was here, Lovie Smith had full control over personnel. Light was kind of just he did whatever Lovie wanted him to do. That was part of Lovie's contract. And, I think Light is just like he works very well with everybody around him. And I think he takes a lot of input from the head coaches as to what they want and the coordinators and stuff like that. When you hear him talk, he's always like, we, us, he's never like, I decided this guy. So thanks, Tom. Why is the defense so complicated? I know, Tom. It drives me crazy. Yeah, I'll say this. David did not have his best game. And with this defense, and it's been an issue for a while, really Vita Vea is the only person on defense I can say is solid. Just doesn't, is especially this year, that is just having, just never messes up and always is a problem. Vita. Levante, last year, the first part of the year, it was really rough. This year, he hasn't really played well. And I think 90% of it is because they got him calling plays, which, again, we've gone over this a gazillion times. He doesn't like doing it, and I think it's silly for them to have him doing it. Just not his gig. Winfield's doing okay. He's not making a lot of mistakes, but he's not really popping off either. Other than that, everybody's kind of hit or miss on defense. We don't have anybody on the line that's doing anything other than Vita. Some of the new guys, I have liked the Elijahs. The little bit I've seen of them. But again, you want these guys to get in there and just really be dominant, not, have 3 mistakes and then have a good play and then have some okay plays and then some mistakes, and just tired of that. If Deion Jones and Nelson played, yeah. Nelson got some series in on this one. All right, let's go. Let's look at some football. What do y'all think? Okay. Here we go. First off, right away, I was so mad during the game when this happened. And this is Johnson back here too. It's Cameron Johnson. He just totally whiffs on the kickoff. It's coming right at him. I don't know if he got lost it in the sun, but look, he's in like a catching stance there, and it lands like right beside him. It's so weird. But anyhow, that cost us 15 yards right there. I say that, but they've got a whole wall of guys coming too. We'll talk about that in a second. So here it is from the end zone angle, and you'll see he's going to catch it, and then he just, That ball hooks a little bit too. See, look right there. He's going to catch it. It's coming down. And it just like, I don't know if he loses it in the sun, but it just lands like right beside him. Now, I've been talking about this all year long about our special teams, but this is ridiculous. Every single one of our Bucs players gets beat. We don't make a single block here. Look at this. Not a single block. They get by every single one of our guys. We don't make a single block. We don't slow a single one of their guys down here. Look, he gets beat. He gets beat. He gets beat. I mean, this is disastrous. Oh, and it gets better later in the game, too. And by better, I mean worse. He gets beat. Our special teams are going to kill us. If we do make it to the Super Bowl, we're probably going to lose because of our special teams. Tough stuff, man. Okay. Next play. I'm not going to harp on special teams all day, but there's quite a few here that are just like, what the? All right, we got another cut block here. Our boy Payne Durham, he loves the cut blocks, man. He gets 7 pretty good. The Seahawks have busted coverage on this play. Seahawks, they were really injured in their secondary, and man, does it show. Woof, and we took advantage of it. 88's wide open, Kate Otten. We had Mayfield booting to the left a lot. He did it quite a few times last week, which I don't like. But so far in this game, just the first half, I think I've counted 5 or 4 times that he's booted to the left, designed boots. And Otten is wide open on this one. And because Mayfield's, running to the left, which he's not left-handed, so it's not the optical way for him to run. And, he's got to twist when he does throw or to get into throwing position. See, look at that. He just takes number 7 out. Man, I tell you, I hate cut blocks, but he's good at them. He flips 7 over. Look at that. Anyhow, yeah, busted coverage here. Kate Otten wide open. But you can see 99 comes running up, which 99, we're going to talk quite a bit about him. He is good. Leonard Williams. He is good. The Seahawks have a fantastic defensive front. 91, let me see. I wrote it down. 99, Leonard Williams. He's incredible. 91, Brian Murphy II. And 90, Jaron Reed. They're great, man. That Leonard Williams is really good. We'll look at some of his stuff here. Anyhow, he's getting pressure on Baker here, which this is a naked boot to the left. I don't like it. Not a fan of it. I guess maybe it's not naked. You could say he's, taking that guy out. So, but look at Baker's just way off platform. Up, he's, really having to struggle to throw this, and it ends up almost being a bad throw. I mean, look at Cade has to jump up in the air. He's got to adjust to it and still jump. That could have been a disaster for Cade Otten to be wide open and still miss it. Cade Otten had a great game, though. Glad to see him getting some passes thrown his way. So here we go with the cut block. Mr. Durham, boof, just flips him right over. 99. He's big, he's strong, and he's fast and smart. And Baker has to kind of throw this sidearm. And dude almost gets him in the bicep. I thought he was going for the bicep there, but he pushes him in the chest. But yeah, not the best throw. It gets there, though. Busted coverage on the Seahawks part. They had quite a bit of that in this game. Their secondary is all banged up. So it helped us. We took advantage of it. Here's another Leonard Williams play. Now, I didn't mark down all the stuff he did because I don't want to make this about them. But he's won, at this point in the game, it's been like 5 snaps. He's won every single one of them. He beats Barton here for the tackle. And it's a dang shame, too, because this is what I'm talking about with our gap blocking. This is beautiful blocking. And this is going to be pretty. He runs over here. He's got a lead blocker that comes in. Who is it pulls? I think that's Otten. Yeah. Otten pulls. I mean, look at this blocking. This is good. Yeah, he's blocked up. He's blocked up. He's blocked up. Otten comes in and gets number 3. I mean, you see he had a nice little hole he could have run through. Unfortunately, you can see this guy right here, 99. He's there. And that's because he just gets right by. Who is that? Breedison? Right here. He just whoops him. He's watching, looking at the ball, and then like, yeah, I don't need you anymore. Gone. Boom. Yeah, that Leonard Williams is good. Oh, and that's another thing. We were chippy. Both teams were really chippy during this game. Them more so than us, and they were actually more physical than us too. So far, it's first half. All right, here's one that you don't want to see. Tristan Wirfs getting whooped by Leonard Williams. Right here, 99 just whoops Wirfs. Oh, yeesh. You don't see that often, but I mean, look, Wirfs is laying on the ground. He got whooped so bad. It's right here. No, I didn't see Skatibo's block. I told y'all he was going to be good, y'all. Skatibo. I like him. He's fun to watch, man. Here's another busted coverage play by the Seahawks. We actually have, you can see it here, we have 4 receivers open. 1, 2, 3, 4. It almost looks like they're playing our cover 2 Red Rover underneath. I think this guy probably doing somewhat of a Tampa 2, but they're a little confused back there. But we definitely take advantage of their screw-ups in this game. I mean, good play call, too. We're splitting the safeties back there. You got this guy going. Yeah, I mean, this was going to beat them anyhow, no matter, even if they were not busted. This guy's lost. He doesn't know what's going on. He ends up throwing it to, I think that's Otten, wide open in the middle of the field. Might be Rashad. No, I think that was Otten. Let's see what's going on up front here. Yeah, the first series, the offensive line was getting whooped, but then after that, they picked it up. Started playing a little bit better. All right. Okay, now here's a Hassan Riddick play that just really bothers me, you know, and I pointed this out a couple of times with him. And again, guys, this isn't going to be like a negative, all 22. I mean, we did win, but it's just stuff I thought would be interesting. Things I found interesting. You know, Riddick, you know, I pointed this out a few times with him. He way too often gets blocked up by tight ends. You know, I mean, if you're even a good defensive end, I'm not talking about an elite I'm talking about a good defensive end. You should not be getting blocked up by tight ends. And it happens too much with him. He gets pushed, and like right here, I'm thinking, okay, this is perfect. That's exactly where you want to be. But then the tight end just comes and pushes him right out of the way. I'm like, dude, you can't let that happen. I mean, this was his job. He's got edge containment. Nope. Bye. It's just like, what? What are you doing? That's a tight end. Maybe a tackle I could understand, kind of manhandling you like that, but a tight end, dude. Like this. He bowls them. Like, go down. Stay down. That's Gaines. Here's a Logan Hall. Logan Hall beats 76 here. Don't think he makes a play. Let me see. But it's a nice, look at that. Oh, right there. I mean, he bull rushes him. This is actually a really nice technical move. He bull rushes him. He gets 76 way off bounds. I mean, look at 76 arms are just flopping all over the place. He doesn't know what to do. And then he swims at the end of the bull rush right here. Whoop! And he's right there. I mean, that's probably 2 seconds. And Darnold had to get this ball off. If he wouldn't have got it off quickly, Logan would have got to him right there. Unfortunately, they did, and they got the ball off. And, of course, there was a wide receiver. But I think it was a third down, and they didn't make it. Yeah. Because this is the field goal that they try to kick, and they miss it. Okay, here's another Leonard Williams, but this isn't really anything that he did. This is just a bad play design. Right there, we end up blocking him. We're talking about blocking guys with tight ends. I'm going to try to block this guy with a tight end. Yeah, right here. He tries to block him. We try to block him with this guy. This is just stupid. Look, he just throws him. Just throws him to the side. Comes up, makes a tackle. And that's just bad. I don't know who called this blocking scheme, but there's just no way. Look, he just throws this tight end. Just tosses him. And then here's the runner. He goes in, makes a tackle. Wirfs ends up falling down here, and he causes 90 and 72. Our guys, here's Wirfs. He tries to jump over this guy's leg right there. Then he gets caught. He falls on this guy's foot and twists his leg and just falls down. Now these two come over and trip over him. They fall hard. I mean, this is like, well, boom, bam. If you look at it in real time, you can see the impact with the ground. Let's watch it. Booyah! That's like 700 pounds just flopping on the ground there. Okay. This uncalled penalty. This should have been unnecessary roughness. This guy grabs a bouquet here, then steps out of bounds. Look, he's completely out of bounds right here, right there, and throws Egbuke. 100% should have been a penalty. I mean, I'm not a fan of these types of penalties, but if you're going to do them, be consistent. So see, look how far out of bounds he is. and he's got him by the back of the collar there. He just tosses him. 100% should have been a penalty. Okay, another razzle-dazzle play. I like this. This is kind of stuff we were used to seeing last year. Fake the pitch. Boom. Good block here. Bad block here. And that's a bouquet. You can see it from this end. Yeah, see. Wait, is that a bouquet? Yeah. That's a bouquet there. Everybody got good block on. He gets past 13, but Egbuke loses his guy. He just doesn't drive. He's not driving the guy. The guy's basically got control of the situation, and it gets past him. And then it's the only knock I got on Egbuke. Okay, this is a penalty. Now, this is a 2nd and 8. Look, you've got one guy open and another guy open. Wide receivers, totally open. 100% open. It's a 2nd and 8, though. Guess where he throws it? He throws it right here where there's double coverage. See, they messed up in their coverage and left 2 guys open. And are doubling one guy. It's an accident. But I don't know why Baker throws it here. This would have definitely been the better place to throw it. Not a good decision. We were lucky in this in the sense that we got a roughing the passer penalty. Now, this I don't think should have been roughing the passer. This is when the guy goes down low and hits Baker Mayfield low, but he gets pushed in. It's 91, I think. And it's because Wirfs pushes him. Yeah, Wirfs pushes him. See? And then he goes down with whoever that is, Barton or Bredeson. And then just kind of, whoever this is, kind of flips him up. So he's got his foot in between his legs. He didn't have any choice. He had to go forward. And he went forward right into Mayfield's legs. Now, when I saw it on the replay, which, gosh, I can't stand CBS. I can't stand them. They're the worst. Every time I see that we have a game on CBS, I'm just like, oh, gosh. Because, they won't show fights. They won't show injuries. They don't show replays that often. And when they do show replays, it's like they'll show it one time. And if you didn't catch it, it's just too bad. Anyhow, they showed this replay. They only showed it once. And you just saw this end part. You couldn't see the back half of this defender. And to me, it looked like, because he does reach out and like grab Mayfield. But it was... he didn't have no choice. He was kind of flipped into Mayfield. Meadows saying hi. Hi, sweetie. Hello, sweetie. All right. Now we are into the second quarter. And this is, gosh, I feel like this is all negative. This is one of those ones where I'm just like screaming. We get great pressure here. We get great pressure. Here comes a guy in. He's right in Darnold's face. Darnold has to get the ball off. He just throws it. Almost got a tip here. And this guy catches it. You're like, what are you doing? What is going on? And, watching this, I'm thinking, it's a stop route. This had to be the hot read. You know, you go out, you do a stop, real quick hitch, right? That you're hot because you can see Darnold recognizes it right away, and he turns over there immediately, right there. He's looking over there, and he never looks anywhere else. He knows the blitz is coming, and just throws that little hitch. And I'm like, why are we not? He's not even playing press. You know, he's there, but then he turns and runs immediately. And this happens a lot with us. You know, you know me, I've been complaining about it for years. And I think it's possible. What's up, Tampa guy? This is a complete possibility. And this goes along with what I said a couple years ago when I can't remember who it was that they were on an interview, and they said that Larry Foote calls good plays. Larry Foote and somebody else. And I was like, do we have assistants calling plays? You know, does Todd Bowles call the defensive plays? And honestly, to this day, I'm not exactly sure who calls plays. But I think it might be possible that the assistants, you know, the linebacker coaches, the defensive line coaches, they all call in different plays. You know what I'm saying? They call plays for their group. And I think sometimes they don't coordinate with each other. Because we'll see it here a couple times where this same thing happens, and the secondary is not playing like there's going to be pressure immediately. You know, like they don't know there's a blitz coming, you know, because we've talked about this. It's like, how would you not cover the hot read? You know, he turns, the defender here turns like he's expecting, you know, I mean, he's covering the an out, and he's covering the slant, and he's covering a go route. But what he's not covering is what you would expect, you know, is a quick hitch. And it just doesn't make any sense to me. We get great pressure here, and it's got to drive these guys crazy up front. I mean, look, Yaya comes in untouched. Well, almost untouched. 31, almost. Man, he could jump. 31 could jump. He's got some ups. It's just so annoying now. Okay, now here is my boy Vita. Gosh, I love me some Vita, man. He is so fun to watch. He bull rushes here, 75, and just drives him straight back into the quarterback. And this is, me and Molly used to laugh so much when Vita Vea would do interviews when he first got here. Like the first 2 or 3 years, every single time he was interviewed, he would say, I'm learning. Well, you know, I'm learning and this and that and this and that. And it cracked us up. We were like, man, what's this guy like? It's like he's taking a doctorate's class or something. He's always learning. But he's talked about it too, where, you know, he's not before he came to the Buccaneers in the NFL, he never had a playbook. He was always just, I go after the quarterback, or I go after who's got the ball, you know? And when he got here, you know, this is a very complex defense. And I think we use him too much wrongly, you know, like dropping back in coverage. It's just silly. But, you know, we have him doing stunts and stuff a lot. And I'm like, no, that's not Vita Vea. Vita Vea is just go after the guy with the ball. You know, just go after the guy with the ball. And this is a perfect example why, because if you just let him bull rush, I mean, he's just so strong. I mean, look at that. Look. What was that? 2 seconds? 1001, 1002. Yeah, 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Darnold had to get the ball off because Vita was picking his guy up and putting him in his lap. Good grief. I mean, Darnold basically, by the time he got the ball set and looked downfield, he had his offensive lineman in his lap. He couldn't even get a full release on this ball. Look at that. That guy's touching Darnold right now because Vita just pushes him straight back. Just power, man. Good grief. I love me some Vita. Great play by Winfield there, too. It bounced out of the receiver's hands before Winfield got there, but Winfield kept him from grabbing it because he was going to grab it again. And it was surprising to me that Darnold played a great game. It was surprising to me that Darnold was able to get that ball off as accurate as he did. It was a little low, but to not really be able to get your full extension and stuff, and you got Vita and your offensive lineman right in your lap to be able to get that throw off was quite impressive. Here's another Hassan Riddick play. So here's Riddick. Now he does, look right there. He should have had a tackle for a loss. I mean, he sees the ball right here. The ball's being released, right? Here's the running back. Here he is. He's in perfect position to, just clobber that guy. But instead he takes one huge step over here, kind of flails about. I don't know what he's doing with his arms there. And then just doesn't get a thing. I mean, that's one you're like, what just happened there, dude? Because he sees it the whole time. I mean, how do you just, whoa, that should have been a tackle for a loss. At least, he should have got him right here, right? I mean, that's just, I don't even know. I didn't have a good game. Let's put it that way. And I don't know what that whole flailing about with the arms thing is. Maybe it's because he wants to look like he's doing something. Oh, here you go. This was for you, Cape. You're talking about Servassier, Dennis. McCullum right here. Let's go back. We'll look at. We'll look at Servassier first. I don't know what Servassier is doing here, and I don't think he does either. It's very strange. Very, very strange. Let me see. Where is he? Okay, here he is. All right. He's running. Apparently, he was going to be covering this guy, right? He's keeping an eye on it. Okay, it's a pitch, right? So he puts on the brakes here. Here's the running back. David's looking to close this gap. You want 8 to be closing that gap. You got, that's probably Servassier with the, oh yeah, this is that same play. Is it? Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So you got Servassier closing in, right? You're closing these 2 gaps. So Servassier gets like he's planting his feet, getting ready for the tackle here. This is so weird. And then puts his head down and just kind of, I swear, guys, to me, it looks like he closes his eyes right here, and he never realizes that the runner runs this way. I mean, it looks like right there, he's getting ready for impact. And then right there, he looks up and he's like, oh, there's no guy here. Well, how come I didn't get impact? And then he turns his head right there. That is so weird, man. If you look at it in real time, it's just like, I mean, he didn't really, I mean, he got juked out, yeah. But he doesn't even look up until right there. I think he closed his eyes. I think that's what happened here. Like right there, I think he closed his eyes, got set for the impact, and then it didn't happen. And he was like, what? Very strange. Anyhow, here's McCollum and here's David. McCollum gets pushed into David, and this is a very hard impact. I mean, they collide heads. Wham! Right there. Bam. That's head to head. And you can see David kind of flinching, but neither one of them goes down. That surprised me. They're tough. You can see this. You can see David's head snap this way. Bam! Right there. They both got their heads down. Wham! That's a tough one. And you could almost say that was a block in the back. But, you know, it's close line play, so they rarely throw the flag when it's that close. Gosh, I didn't realize how negative all this stuff was. We had a great win, but this is the first half, so. Yeah. I feel like I'm being Debbie Downer here. I'm bringing everybody down. Everybody's all like jacked up over the win. Yes. And, you know, with this win, it felt this way during the game. And Molly even said it. She was like, whoever's got the ball is going to win this game. Whoever's got the ball at the end is going to win this game. And I thought it was going to be them because they got the ball. And if it wouldn't have been for Levante David interception, they probably would have won this game. That was the play of the game. Did y'all see that Coach gave McLaughlin the game ball? That surprised me. He called it because it was a flu game. He said it was a flu game, McLaughlin. So apparently he was a lot sicker than I thought he was. Okay. And here's one. Man, this one's tough. This is another special teams. You'll see it right here. Not a single one of their guys is blocked. Again, guys. This is bad. And you could see Johnson, he looks downfield. Right. Yeah, right there. He's looking at the ball, right? And then he looks downfield and he sees, wow, there's nobody blocking anybody. Right there. He's looking downfield now. He's looking that way. And then he looks back up and then he calls fair catch right there. He's like, there's 10 guys coming at me. I don't think I can juke all those guys out. Now, granted, it was a very high punt, and we did try to kind of think about blocking this one. King Cook, what's up? This guy goes in, and this guy comes out to get the gunner, but it doesn't even come close. I mean, we don't even see he's coming in. And then he runs out to not block the gunner. But yeah, we don't block a single guy. Look at this. That's incredible. That is incredible. And, you know, we saw that during the another kickoff, right? Or was it a punt? Can't remember. That's been twice now that we didn't block a single guy on special teams. Oh, here we go. This is the first time all year that we've seen zone blocking. Look at that. Doesn't go anywhere. Maybe there's a reason why we don't see it. But yeah. I was like, woohoo, look at this. Sean Tucker. Just had to throw that in there because I was talking about how I haven't seen any zone blocking this year. We just totally 100% gave up on that. Okay. Gosh, there's another negative one, man. You know, all right. Tomorrow will be better because tomorrow's the second half. Okay. So, Braswell, everybody's favorite. You know, I'm complaining about Hassan Riddick getting blocked by tight ends. This is even worse. Braswell gets blocked by this wide receiver, the incomparable and famous Jake Bobo. Just blocks 43, takes him completely out of the picture. They run. I'll tell you, man, he's useless. Just takes him completely out of the picture. Look at that. And they run right where Braswell's supposed to be. Everybody else gets involved in it, especially, who is this? Oh, Servassier. And the reason why he gets into it, he comes flying in like a missile, is because he gets in the way of C.J. Brewer here. And C.J. Brewer tosses him. Watch this. He grabs him right here and pushes him. Woof. I love it. He's like, I tell you what, you're going to get in my way? Go tackle that dude. Bam. Yeah, that's great. I don't think Brewer took kindly to Servassier getting in his way there. But yeah, Braswell getting blocked up by Jake Bobo. And it wasn't like it was Jake Bobo just got in his way. No, Jake Bobo controlled him through that whole block, took him out of the play. And you can see, he's right here. He's standing way over here because Jake Bobo dominated him. Who is Jake Bobo? I've never even heard of Jake Bobo. Maybe he's their secret weapon for blocking, huh? Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is one that should have been an interception. Probably a pick six. Definitely a pass defense. Parrish was waiting for this one too. He saw it all day. Look right there. He's like, oh, I got this one. He was going to undercut that thing, but then he slips. His foot right there. His foot slips. There was a few slips in this game. Not as bad as there was at Tampa last week, but right there, he slips. Oh my gosh. And then he's falling forward. If he wouldn't have slipped, that probably would have been a pass defense for sure. But I'm thinking a pick six because there's nobody once he caught that ball. He was going for it too, man. Oh, I feel so bad for him. He had that one locked down. At least he got the tackle. That was a nice play. Oh, here's my play. I absolutely love this play. The razzle dazzle. Oh, we got the fake toss, right? Which does freeze some guys. And then you got the play action here. And then Baker stands there and then tosses it behind him. I absolutely loved it. Unfortunately, it didn't really fool too many people. And this probably could have went for quite a bit if Rashad would have blocked his guy. He just kind of, I don't know what he's doing there. I'm not even sure if his assignment was to block because, you know, he was the pitch, the fake pitch, but he doesn't sell it. He doesn't sell the pitch, you know, put his arms out like he's going for the ball. And then this right here was not as good as it could have been. He does great, you know, but Baker doesn't really follow through with him. But I do love the behind the back. That is sweet. That is sweet. I just wish it would have at least gotten some yardage, not a TFL. Because then, it makes coordinators go, oh, maybe we won't do that play again. Didn't work. Here's Charlie Heck getting beat by 53 for a pressure. Gosh, I didn't realize it was how much negative I had. That was just bad on Heck's part. Does he get stepped on here or something? His footwork is horrible. I mean, that's just... He just never gets set or nothing, man. But look at shake and bake go. What about 8:02? Dang it, I was hoping we'd be able to get through all this today. Yeah, we still got too much to go through. We still got about 10 plays left. We'll do this last one. What is this? Oh, yeah. 7 comes in. 7 is over here, right? Now, I don't know what this blocking scheme was, and I don't know who called it, the protection. But, this is a defensive end. That's a defensive end. You got your tackles here, or the linebackers, outside linebackers, whatever you want to call them. They play at 3-4-2. And, normally Wirfs would set, block this guy, but for some reason he doesn't. I don't know. I don't know what happened here. He goes, I don't know. I just can't see this. I don't know who called this protection, or if Wirfs just had a brain fart. But yeah, he just does not see or block 7 until it's too late. Baker has to get it out. 39 here. You got Barton is out here blocking. This is a great, great play by Otten. Otten had a really good day. He gets the ball, comes in low. Otten hurdles him. Whoop. Otten hurdles him. Whoop. And keeps going. Boom. Now you see Barton does great here. He's blocking. And then 39 comes in and just clobbers Barton. Wham. Look at that. Puts him in the dirt. And I don't know what he did to do that. You can see his forearm in the play. I mean, I don't know if I don't know what he does, but he clobbers Barton. I mean, Barton's a little off balance to begin with. He's reaching. I've talked about that with Barton. That's his foibles. He reaches too much. But then 39 just comes in and wham! Clobbers him. Great run by Otten, though. I love that hurdle. All right. Let's wrap this up so we can go watch some football, man. I don't think I'm going to be able to go through chat and catch up with everybody. It's late, 8:05. Vita leads the team in sacks with 2. That's sad, man. I mean, good for Vita. It's sad for the rest of our team. Ugh. That's what I'm saying, man. Vita's like the most solid guy we got on defense right now. Well, it might be the only solid guy we got. Yeah, Vita gets doubled a lot, man, and he works through them. That's what it takes. And usually, a lot of times, probably 80-90% of the times, even when he's doubled, he doesn't, like on run plays when they try to double him and push him back, he doesn't give up any yardage. Every now and then he'll get pushed back a little bit, maybe a yard maximum, but he is such a strong dude, man. Man, King, yeah. There's so many guys I could name off that, I would love to get. We just need somebody that's a dog, you know? Just somebody on the edge that just is going to make offenses have to think about them a little bit, Because like I said, right now, the only thing we got that offenses have to think about is Vita and the blitzes, Hopefully, one of the two Elijahs, or maybe even both of them, will, come in and really start playing hard. I've liked what I've seen from them so far. Last week was they had a really good showing, but our outside guys, man, I don't know. But we won. We won. I want to see. Yeah, I just want a JPP type, somebody who's just a vicious beast on the outside. That they are going to have to think about all the time. I mean, I'd love to have a Shaq Barrett guy, of course, but give me a JPP at least. Just somebody that we can. That's not going to get blocked up by tight ends and wide receivers. How about that? How about that as the bare minimum, the bar level? A guy that it takes a tackle to block. No running backs, no wide receivers, no tight ends. You got to use up a tackle. It's not asking too much, is it? This is true, Riddick. Rampage. That's looking on the bright side right there. But you never know. I mean, he might be one of those guys. Although, we looked at game film on him, and I wasn't that impressed with him, even when he was at the Eagles and he did, really good. We looked at that game film, and I was like, I mean, he's okay, but maybe he's going to, he's a veteran. He knows it's a long season. He's going to kind of save himself for the latter half of the season, playoffs, stuff like that. You never know. I don't know. I'm just trying to make up excuses for him. All right, guys, I got to get off here, go get something to eat, and watch this football game. Who's it that's playing? I forget. I just said who it was. Kansas City and Jacksonville, right? Dang it. Is it Kansas City? Yeah, Kansas City, Jacksonville. That should be a pretty good game. I'll be able to see Jacksonville full game. I've been wanting to do that. Watch a full game of Jacksonville. So we get to do it tonight. All right, guys. We'll see y'all here tomorrow. We're going to wrap this up and get the second half in. And the second half is going to be a lot more positive, I'm sure. Maybe not for the defense, though. Don't know. We'll see. Anyhow, we'll see y'all here tomorrow, and I appreciate y'all hanging out. Until next time, go Bucs.